One of the most popular cocktails that use pisco as a base is the Pisco Sour, and usually I see them being made with Peruvian Pisco. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you a cocktail that not only takes the Pisco Sour and elevates it up by 1,000,000, but also uses Chilean Pisco, the Spicy Llama. This cocktail that I'm going to be showing you today, called the Spicy Llama, absolutely love the name. It comes from one of my favorite cocktail books, Spirits of Latin America. It is a cocktail that uses El Gobernador Chilean Pisco. So this cocktail is a very fascinating cocktail to me because it's essentially like a Pisco Sour turned up to like 1,000,000. We are gonna be adding jalapeno syrup to this cocktail, but I made it beforehand. But to kind of give you an idea of what it is essentially freshly juiced jalapenos and agave. So basically what I did is I used my fruit juicer. I got about 4 ounces of the jalapeno juice, and then I added 2 ounces of agave nectar. And then I just kind of shook it up in this little mason jar. It's pretty easy to make, and it lasts for a couple of weeks if you lit it and put it in your fridge. So if you do make it, I'm gonna leave that recipe down in the description as well. Right, enough talking, let's get to the cocktail. It is a shaken cocktail. We're going to grab our little shaker. So the first thing we're gonna do is 3/4 of an ounce of pineapple juice, which I have already juiced and had ready. We're gonna do 3/4 of freshly squeezed lime juice. I'm actually gonna freshly squeeze this lime. So we're gonna grab our lime, put it in our citrus juicer. You should definitely have one of these. And we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. We're going to do 1/2 of an ounce of our jalapeno syrup, which smells very awesome and delicious, and I love using jalapenos in cocktails, so I'm really excited about this one. 1/2 an ounce of jalapeno syrup. We are going to be doing 2 drops of celery bitters. Now, I have a little bit of a confession to make. I don't have celery bitters, but I have Bitterman's celery shrub, which is kind of like a bitter, and we're just gonna use this. I wasn't able to get celery bitters, unfortunately. That should be enough there. And then we're gonna do 1/2 of an ounce of Blanco tequila. I am using Luna Azul. And then last but not least, we're gonna be doing 1.5 ounces of our Chilean Pisco, El Gobernador. And then we're gonna do, it says 1/4 of an ounce of an egg white. So I'm gonna try to not do all of the egg white from this egg because it's a little bit harder to kind of measure it out. So yeah, it's a relatively small egg, I guess. And then we're just gonna try to do just some egg whites, not that much. So I'm gonna crack it on the side here, and then we're going to go back and forth between the 2 shells to get this egg white out. And once that drops, we will be good to go. All right. And then we're gonna throw the rest away. So the thing about using egg whites in a cocktail is that you really need to shake the absolute crap out of it. You need to really emulsify that egg. You really need to froth it up. The idea is to get it to mix with the citrus and whatever else that we have in here. And that way it almost kind of like cooks the egg. It like emulsifies the egg and makes it okay to drink, super safe. But you do have to shake it for quite a while. So without putting ice in first, we're gonna do what is called a dry shake, which means there's no ice in it. We're gonna shake this up, incorporate all the flavors, froth that egg up, let it come in contact with the alcohol and the citrus and the other juices that we did. And then we're gonna add a little bit of ice and shake again. And then that is what's going to dilute our cocktail and get it ready to drink. So we're gonna seal our tin, and we're gonna shake this for probably 30 seconds to a minute, which is, it seems like a lot, but it's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to egg white cocktails. I'm gonna do a little dance for you to keep you entertained for the next couple seconds. Couple more seconds now. All right. Wow, I worked up a sweat doing that. I don't know what that means about me. Maybe that means I'm out of shape. And now we're gonna add some ice to our cocktail. I don't like to do a lot of ice when we're using egg because then it just kind of really volumizes the cocktail. So we're just gonna do like 1/2 of a scoop. And then we're going to shake this once again. Actually sweating. All right, and now we're going to double strain this into our chilled coupe glass. All right. Wow, look at that color. That's incredible. So the one thing that I am missing is that in the book, Ivy Mix garnishes with an edible orchid. That's how you say that word. Orchid. And I don't have any, so I'm not gonna garnish this with anything. But let's first take a look at that color. That's just beautiful. Like, it's like a pale green. It's just incredible looking. It has a nice foamy head from the egg white, which is awesome. And now let's give it a taste. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is incredible. That is, I don't even know how to put that into words. That's just absurdly good. That is, it's not really all that spicy. The pineapple and jalapeno and lime really do some heavy lifting here and work really well together. You kind of taste all three. The tequila gives it a nice little sharpness, and the pisco really creates a beautiful body for this cocktail. Like I said at the beginning, I don't typically use Chilean piscos, and I actually bought this bottle of El Gobernador to make this cocktail, but it's been sitting on my shelf for about a month, and I finally got around to making it because, and my God, this is absurdly good. This is so good. Yeah, it's delicious. It's not really all that spicy, and it's a great use for jalapeno. The jalapeno really just kind of adds an extra layer of flavor onto the cocktail without overpowering at all. Excellent cocktail, my God. That's enough for me, guys. I have this amazing cocktail to get back to, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.